G'day guys, my name's 3Jad21 and welcome to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Wow, I can't believe I'm actually saying those words. This is a game I've been looking forward to for quite a while. It was announced back in 2019, I believe, as a remastered port of this game, the Stanley Parable, which it came out back in 2013, I'm pretty sure. And it was a hit when it came out. It was such a great game. Also, just one thing to address before we start this. I'm aware that the microphone quality is worse than usual. The earphones I usually use when I play games and for recording is currently out of commission. The headphone jack itself, or the thing you plug into the jack, whatever you call it, it is screwed because I have to have it at a very specific angle to actually get any audio coming through to the right ear. The right ear actually works perfectly fine. It's literally just, it doesn't want to come through. So unfortunately I've had to stop using those, and I'm now using my PlayStation headphones that I used during my Rogue Company live stream back in 2020. And if you've seen that video, the archive of it, then you'll remember that the microphone quality wasn't great. But unfortunately, this is just what we have to deal with. That being said, that's not going to stop me from being excited about this game. I won't say too much about what this game is like because, I'm sure there's a lot of people watching this who probably haven't even heard of the Stanley Parable, much less seen it. Another thing I should mention, when I booted up the game, it asked me whether I had played Stanley Parable before. Now I said no because technically I haven't. I've only seen the game. It was only originally on PC, so even though it would work perfectly fine on my laptop, I just don't really like recording on my laptop, so I never bothered playing it. Plus, I then found out Ultra Deluxe was coming out and that it'd be on PS4, which is what I'm playing it on right now. So, yeah, that's a lot more ideal than playing on laptop. But yeah, I won't talk too much about this game. I'll just let the game kind of speak for itself. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Man, I'm getting goosebumps already. It's been a long time since I've seen this game in action. I reckon it's been 5 or 6 years since I last watched someone play it. It's crazy.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
And we're now in control. Oh man, this sensitivity is low. Let me increase that real quick. That should do, I would hope. Anything else I need to adjust? Okay. Cool. Much better. Okay. So yeah, welcome to the Stanley Parable. I think you can kind of get a sense of what this game is like now that you've seen that little introduction. So let's get going.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, that's right. When you press the interact button or like jump, I'm pressing the X button. It makes like a computer blipping noise. Oh my goodness. Alright, this game's already coming in with the great comedy. This might not show up in the recording, but I just got a trophy called You Can't Jump because I was pressing X so much. And then after that, I got a trophy for getting my first trophy. Oh my god, this fucking game, man.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
No kidding. Right, yeah, you can turn these on computers off. I don't remember what that does, but I'm sure we'll find out. Here's one. Yep, okay. So yeah, obviously there's a lot of stuff that I do remember about this game, but I won't say anything about them because I want you guys to have like a pretty genuine experience with this game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, let's go through the door on the left then. You know, I trust this narrator. I think he's cool.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Meeting room. Monday, weekly targets admin, marketing Mondays, 451's private time, 2 groups, 40x and 45x. This box is too small. I know that feeling. Termination Tuesdays, officer efficiency, legal, 2 other groups, IT department, web broke Wednesdays, financial panic meeting, boss's inspection, 2 other groups, and then 8bird? Mergers, ideas and development, 2 other groups, pre-review of weekly review, pranking floor 5 meeting, what to do about 432, don't tell 432 about my meeting, or the meeting, sorry. 2 other groups, office party, and then those are the times, so from 9 to 4. Huh. That's actually my availability for my work, 9 to 4. Rip Franz, do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Dude, I want to be a whiteboard manager, that sounds fun. Push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. Standardized graphs 40 times wide has been crossed out, not cost efficient. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Synergize papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of, and it's been blurred out. That's interesting. The future was yesterday, tomorrow is now. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items, write next day's agenda, and reflect. 417, 405, 491, 416, 431. Jim. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel in all the text. Ensure a calm environment. Everyone's unique, you most of all, which is why all the body shapes are just copies and pastes, and the guys don't have tits. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, charts, charts and slides. Oh my god. So yeah, you can kind of get a sense about what this game's comedy is like. Rate it which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Oh my goodness. Rate of increase in graphs per slide. We gotta... I don't know. Please no more charts, please, I'm begging, stop. The Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss Appreciation Minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Fill out in triplicate and return to your Boss Appreciation Specialist. That sounds like another job that would be fun. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee, remember that it takes 2 people to start a fight, and right now you're both of them. What are your dreams for the future? Mitosis, a boat, transcend, lunch, comatose, metamorphosis, less air. Oh my god, dude. Tips for not getting fired. Talk less, do unbelievably amazing work at all time every day with no expectation of promotion or recognition, don't get fired. That's some sound advice. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively at other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. And the cycle continues. Okay, so it's repeating now. Okay, we've read all that. Synergize core value expenditures. Don't synergize them too much, otherwise you'll need to hire someone to unsynergize the core value expenditures. Shift global market parade? I can't read under that. Quarterly pie chart profit graph. Monetize free to play. Help, I'm a post-it. Monetize free to play. They know what's up. That's how you get a bunch of money. You just monetize free to play mobile
Coming
games.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Sweet. Oh, hello. Executive bathroom. Wait, this opens? That's weird. I seem to have a memory that didn't work. Oh, what the? I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say, that's a lovely purse. Huh. I don't recall the executive bathroom being openable. I don't know if that's been changed because of the deluxe version, or if that's something that has always been a thing, and I just never noticed. Is this door openable? No, okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Well, funny you mentioned that. Oops. Didn't mean to mess that up. 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He
I know,
stepped
right?
into the newly opened passageway.
Ooh. I'm getting goosebumps already. Ooh. I mean, I hate these like cagey elevators. Huh. I wonder if the game is loading right now. What do you guys think? Is the game loading? I think the game's loading personally, but that's just a theory.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh, ow.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Huh. Well, this doesn't sound ominous at all.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Let's find out, shall we?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Employee 427. That's my office. Show me my office. There it is. It seems a lot darker than I remember it, though. I seem to recall it being more lit. Oh well. You guys need to work on your floors.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What does that say? Can't read it. Mind control systems? Offline, maybe? What does that say? God, it's very hard to read. System power off. Okay, that was weird. That audio cut off very abruptly.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Again.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Yay. I got goosebumps when that cutscene at the end started playing, because just in case you guys didn't know, as soon as you step through that door, you actually can't control Stanley anymore. So it's like, you really did just lose control of him. He is actually free. Like, that's crazy. And that music, man. So simple, but so effective. The end is never the end, guys. And what greater proof do you need of that than this? We're back in the office. You don't go back to the title screen when you finish an ending. So yeah, you guys can kind of get a sense of what this game's like now, yeah? Very choice-based.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, thank you. I don't remember if turning these like computers off every time actually does anything or not. Oh, hang on. That's important, actually. When this screen pops up and it says like waiting for input, and you click it and it says input received, you have to try and find that computer every single time you load in and keep putting inputs into them. That's really important for, I believe, an ending. So we'll keep an eye on that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, we'll go through the left again, and we'll work our way backwards towards different endings. So, we'll just keep going.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yes, indeed I am. Now I'm curious. Is there anything different? Yeah. To be rich isn't a crime. To commit crimes isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Why does that sound familiar? That sounds like it's from something. Besides Stanley Parable, but I'm trying to think what it could be from. Might have to keep an eye on that. Is this open now? Oh crap, it does. Sir, please don't put a gun to the panda's head. Why is that your business strategy? That's concerning. Can I go in here? Oh my god, I can. Okay, we're gonna leave that for later. I think that's a whole different can of worms.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Let's go back down again. Sorry that I've been fairly quiet in this playthrough. I just kind of want to let Kevin Briding do his thing and narrate the game. That's his name, by the way, the narrator, Kevin Briding. He's got really great voice. Love it. I'm really glad they were able to get him back for this game to do extra voice lines, because this game wouldn't be the same without him. He's a big part of what makes this game great.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. Sure thing, boss. Or are you my manager? Are you secretly the manager and that's why you knew the PIN?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Let's find out, shall we?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Not cool, dude. Not very cash money of you, if you ask me.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
That's nuts, dude.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I think so.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
No.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Well,
in the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Sick, dude.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is
That's not enough time.
It's your time to shine. You are the star.
Oh, what the hell?
Your story
I was trying to find a way to sprint, but L1 and L2 are crouched for some reason.
This is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you,
2,
about me, where we're going.
Whoa, that door was
What this
open.
means, I barely know where to start.
Charge.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Okay, it doesn't
Of
do
course,
anything.
that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Jesus.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not?
Oh, thank you.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is
Oh,
it that
my
you have
controller
no
is
idea
shaking.
where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These
Whoa,
buttons,
something changed.
these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something
Ooh.
here will save me.
Wait, what?
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose
Oh,
in
hang
this
on, there's
place
something interesting here.
is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
Oh, well.
But I'm going to destroy it first, so you...
Goodbye, employee 427.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
I don't want that.
Cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And
Oh,
believe me,
crap.
I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Okay, that explosion actually went off prematurely because I'm pretty sure in the last frame that had like 57 milliseconds left. But I'll take it. Fair, close enough. There you go. That's our second ending. Alright. So, I believe... Yeah, okay, I think I know what the next ending is that we should do. So let's go back there.
All of his co-workers
Not
have gone.
all the way
What
back,
could it mean? Stanley
but
decided
we'll
to to
go on the
meeting.
same path that we
Perhaps
have
he'd
been
simply
on.
missed a memo.
But, oh, first we need to find that... Yeah, here we go. Awaiting input. There, now it's got a second input. We gotta keep that in mind for a future ending. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, I did.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nah, let's go downstairs, I reckon. I reckon that'd be cooler.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Yeah.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa! I am! That's so cool!
Soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so
Whoa.
much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
What?
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
No!
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Well, shit.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley.
I'm teabagging.
I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Huh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and
Oh,
walked to
this
her place of
ending.
work.
Right.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Yeah, wow. These endings always vary a lot in content. Like, wow. Interesting. Man, I love this game. It's so good. Alright, I believe on this path we have one more ending to do. There is actually two
All of
endings.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's actually another ending, but I'm not going to do it now because it's kind of spoiler territory, so... What the hell? Where's the input computer?
No
Where is
matter
it?
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh no, did I miss it? Is it in... Oh, if it's in my office, then I messed up bad. Oh no. That sucks. Alright.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I don't believe you.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
You see, this mop bucket thing is actually one of the ones we have at work. It's very similar. You put the mop in the top part, you pull the handle...
Baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
But yeah, you pull the handle, it like drains it, and then you can use it to mop up, and then you put it back in there, and it puts the cleaning solution back on it.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I'm teabagging is what I'm doing.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I don't believe you. There's got to be something in here, yeah? You keep talking, so...
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Oh man, the broom closet ending.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh my goodness. This fucking
Well,
game,
I've come
man.
to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay, fine. That's all he has to say, by the way. That's the extent of it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So yeah, that's the broom closet ending. You guys, I'm pretty sure even people who haven't seen this Stanley Parable before may have seen a reference that says something along the lines of like, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? That one was my favorite." That's a nice running joke this game has. I love it. I've got the feeling money for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's a lovely purse. Don't steal. That's not cool. Okay, is this openable? It is. Okay, let's check out this elevator. I can't remember if this actually does anything or not. Oh, hang on. Ding dong. Ding dong. Is that Kevin Briding doing like the a cappella in the background or whatever you want to call it? It kind of sounds like him. Is this elevator actually going anywhere? No, it's not. Okay. What about if I go downwards? I'll give it 30 seconds. If it doesn't go anywhere in 30 seconds, then I'm just gonna give up. No, yeah, that's definitely the narrator. I just heard him say Stanley. Okay, there's nothing here. At least not now. There might be something later, but for now, that is not doing anything. Okay, so the ending that I need to do now is... I might mess up, but it's... Okay, let me just try it.
The moment...
Oh, there we go. I got it. Yeah, so you trick the game into closing the doors behind you. Oh! This is it! This is the computer, the awaiting input! Yes! Okay, only 2 more times. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, that door's locked now. Okay. Is the executive bathroom got a different message? No. Okay. So, I believe I now have to backtrack through the entire game. I think. We'll try it. I honestly can't remember what particular ending this one gives me. I'm trying to remember. I remember having to do that to get to a specific ending, but I can't actually remember what the ending is. I'm glad we were able to find that computer with the input on it, though. That was good. Oh, this door's open. Oh. And it's blackness. Oh, okay. Something's happening. I like where this is going. You are now leaving. Oh, it's this one. Be prepared to climb another 5 floors now, everyone. Oh, sorry, I got to sneeze. Oh, sorry. It's getting that time of year where it's getting cold enough that you could start sneezing overnight because you didn't give yourself enough covering in bed and you got cold overnight and you sneezing. That's what it's like for me at the moment. It's not good. Not fun. Alright, 2 more floors. Because I think it said 760, didn't it? Wait. Oh, that's the starting office. Like, just to the right there is 427. Wait, so that means... That doesn't make sense geographically. The door that I went through to get here, it would be right through here. But that's locked. And I've been going up several floors since. That doesn't make any sense. Escape pod launch bay. Yeah, okay, it's just looping for some weird reason. Oh my god, this is dark. Could barely see anything. Oh! Is that a curtain? Or is it... Oh, okay, it's the inside of the escape pod. So what now? Wait. Don't tell me that's the ending. That's it? No, no way. That's so weird. Why did nothing come of that? I had like no closure whatsoever. What the hell? Wait, there's a phone ringing. Is it my phone? No.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
But that was a recorded message. 4th input? Okay. Okay, I think we have a little bit time for one more thing. It's not an ending, but it's a fun little segment. So, room 430.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
I'm not even going to bother counting then.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost.
Okay.
Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Where's 417? 417... Where is it? Is it over here? Oh, here it is.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. Where the hell's that? Is it over here somewhere? $437. Where's that? I hope it's not too far away. No, these doors are just... What? Where is 437? It's in here. Turn off. Okay. 437. Now how do I do that? I don't know where door 437 is. Oh, it's right there. I'm such an idiot.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
10 clicks. You got it, sir. 415 should be over here. There it is.
Now, back to door number 437.
Okay. I know where it is this time. I'm not wasting my precious time here.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine. All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
I'm really feeling it. I'm sorry, I had to. Wait, 417 you said, not 415. My bad.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
How do I do that when I can't jump? Where's 419? Here. Oh, there's a box.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Alright, you got it.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Okay, I've got it. The copy machine.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes! We did it!
I got the trophy!
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Thank you. That's weird. I feel like he used to say more, but maybe I'm just imagining things. Okay, that's gonna have to do it for this first episode of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. This is so much fun, man. It's so nostalgic. I'm so glad I'm playing this again. Well, playing this for the first time, seeing it again, I guess, experiencing it again. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I certainly am. This is going to be a full series, so don't worry about me like doing one episode and then not coming back to it. I will be definitely finishing this game. I'll be trying to get as many endings as I can. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!